How to create a gig on Fiverr. Today I'm creating a gig on Fiverr. Make sure to watch until the end so you don't make any mistakes. Okay, so the very first step is to go to fiverr.com. Fiverr is a freelancing platform where you can create your own profile and start offering your services. So there are numerous categories available, such as graphic and design, programming and tech, digital marketing, or even AI services. To get started with Fiverr, all you need to do is to basically create a profile. This is absolutely free to do. So simply what I'm going to do is to go to first fiverr.com and then click on this green join button right here. And as you can see, you can create an account using your Google account or with an email address. Once you signed up to Fiverr, you need to switch to a selling profile. In order to create gigs, what we need to do is to simply click on this button right here, which will allow us to create our own gigs. Now let's create our first gig. So on your profile dashboard, which is here, find the share your gigs option and simply click on it. Then here you will see create a new gig option. So please click on that. As you can see, creating a gig involves in total of 6 steps: overview, pricing, descriptions, and FAQ, requirements, gallery, and publish. But don't worry, because it will literally take you minutes to do this, so it's not at all something complicated. And I'm going to be walking you through each step. So let's start with the overview. So in the overview section, we will start by entering our gig title. So for example, I personally do professional voiceovers for YouTube tutorials. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here and I say, I will do professional voiceover for YouTube tutorial videos. So next up is choosing our category. Here, Fiverr will give you some suggested categories. So I'm going to be going with music and audio. So I'll find that right here. And then here you will see a subcategory section. I'm going to be now clicking on voiceover, but of course, do keep in mind that you need to do this according to the service that you offer. So for instance, if you're doing video editing, then you should be selecting that. So now it's time to add our gig metadata. So we're going to be entering information such as the language, the gender, purpose, so on and so forth. So let's go with the language first. For this example, I'm going to be going with English, and then I'm going to be saying English American. But if you, for example, are able to speak with another accent as well, you can also select it just like that. But I'm going to be keeping it as American right now. Then I'm going to gender. Here I'm going to select female. And then I'm moving on to purpose. And here I'm going to be selecting the type of voiceovers I provide. So I'll be selecting YouTube. I occasionally do audiobooks, and I also do video narration. So basically the idea is to select whatever you do. Then I'm moving on to age range. Here I'm going to be selecting youth, so you do this according to what you do. I'm going to tone, and basically here I can select a couple of options. I'm going to be saying conversational, energetic, and casual. So now we're going to be moving to the search tag section. So we're going to be basically adding search tags relevant to the service that we provide. For instance, the first tag I'll use is voiceover, because this is like the essence of what I do. I'm going to say YouTube. And then I'm going to add audiobook as well. So these are just examples, but you can add 5 tags maximum. So take your time to decide what best describes the service that you provide to your clients. Once that's done, I'm going to be clicking on save and continue. Now we are in our pricing section. So you can create different packages, but for simplicity, I'll create one plan. For example, in the basic offer, I'm going to be saying for 1,000 words of revisions. I'll say 2 revisions, and I'm gonna set my price to 500. So in the additional words sections, let's say that each 100 additional words would be $10. So in the delivery time, I'll say, so what is my basic offer? It's 4,000. I'll say 4,000 words. I'll complete it in 5 days. And for each 100 additional words, I will add 1 day to the overall delivery time, so it will be delivered in total of 6 days. For the upgrade section, it basically means the extra type of services that you can offer to your clients. This is outside of the initial offer. I'll be skipping this part, but basically if you can also offer, for example, script proofreading, you can also click on that and give your pricing to this. For the sake of this example, I'll be skipping that and just click on save and continue. So for the description and FAQ section, you need to write a detailed description of your gig. This is crucial to attract buyers and clients. So what you'll need to do is to describe what you offer clearly and concisely. You can also add FAQs to answer some common questions. So I'll give you an example. So as you can see in the description section, I basically went over what I already gave the information about within my gig, but what I did is I tried to summarize it within a couple of bullet points, and I've also added emojis and kept it as short as possible, so it kind of hooks the possible customer and it is convincing in a way. So you can take this as an example and customize it as much as you want. And near to the bottom of the page, you can also add an FAQ and add some frequently asked questions and answers to that. For instance, if you receive a lot of questions about you being a native speaker or not, you can add a question saying, are you a native English speaker? And to the answer, you can say yes, born and raised in the US. And you can add as many questions as you want. And once you're done with your page, you can click on save and continue. So here in the requirements section, what you can do is specify any requirements you need from the buyer or your client. Here you have already like optional questions represented that are kind of by default, and they'll be added for all of your buyers. But here in your question section, you can add a custom question. So as I'm doing voiceovers and YouTube tutorial videos, what I like to ask to all my clients is, do you have an example video that you can share? And here I would like to get my answer in a free text format, and I'm just going to click on add. This is obviously just an example, but according to the service you provide, you can add new questions so you know what your clients are exactly expecting of you. Once you're done with this section, you're going to be clicking on save and continue. Now it's time to add our gig images. So this part is quite important because it showcases what you exactly do. Since my gig is about voiceovers as well as YouTube tutorial videos, I'm going to be uploading a sample YouTube tutorial video that I previously worked on. You can basically upload any type of work that is relevant to what you offer, and you can upload only one video, up to 3 audio files as well as images. So you can also of course add documents if that works for you. And once you click on the checkbox here, once you're done adding all the images that you need, you're gonna click on save and continue. And here, before publishing your gig, what you can do is you can preview it. And once you're happy with the preview, you're gonna be able to publish your first gig.